Oops. Alright, I don't know if we actually visually showed that we got the thermostat out. It's the sensor to the thermostat. And we're going to compare it to the new one. Just bear with me. Put y'all on a tripod. When I was recording earlier, I wasn't paying attention and had y'all in the direct sunlight, and the heat had temporarily shut my phone down. Don't know why, but I always do stuff like that, especially when I'm knocking y'all fellas over. Now just remember, guys, this is the broken piece. This is the main culprit why we are replacing this. There is the old thermostat. And there is the new thermostat. Yeah. Duralast. Part number. Oh Lord, I can't even see what the part number is on there. I'm assuming this is the part number. Part this Duralast 73021 Duralast thermostat. So what we're going to do, we're going to compare these two parts. Looks like it's the right part. Got two pins. The only thing different of it is the inside of that's flat, and the inside of that has got a little nipple. Looks like to me everything is squared. It's going to work. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the new part on. The new thermostat put on. And realistically, no, you really do not have to clean the surface up on this, because it is rubber gasket, and I looked at it earlier when I realized the phone had shut down from overheated. It's pretty doggone clean in there on the surface. So this is the location that the thermostat is going to be put at. So we're going to go ahead and install it. So let's get busy. go ahead and be very carefully when I insert the screw. Into my threads, because like I say, y'all, even though I'm using the inverted Torx 10 socket with the extension, you can be very careful threading it. Just don't put a ratchet on it until you get it pretty much well sent home. Snug it with your fingers just right. Leave it just loose enough to where you can just, put your ratchet on it and secure it down. Well, first off, hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself, guys. I'm going to loosen that back off. Which I am glad that sun had gone down from where I'm located at in my driveway. Because my goodness, I'm telling you, it was daggone freaking hot. We're going to go ahead and put the hose back on, the thermostat. Alright. We got that hose on that thermostat. We're going to go ahead and take our tool. We're going to slide the hose clamp back on, so we know that that's going to be secured. Sorry guys, I'm unable to literally show y'all exactly what I'm doing. Because of the position that this thermostat's in. And how tight it is with the turbocharge being right next to the AC line. I'm literally fighting with this clamp. It don't want to work out for me. It's really giving me a hard time. I don't know what in the world I've done. Well, I'll tell y'all what. I keep playing games with y'all. Motherfucker, you. Damn it. Motherfucker. Well, you straight out motherfucker pissed me off. I got the hose clamp off. Now, we're going to try to put it on. Put the hose on the thermostat while we got the hose clamp pushed all the way on. The thermostat. Don't really think that's gonna work either. But tell you what, take this dude off. We're gonna go to old trusty Craftsman. We're gonna give her one good old heck of a squeeze. My damn sunglasses don't want to stay on properly. Man. God dang it, man. You bastard. How in the hell you fucking slip off and I daggone had you fully freaking clamped on there? Alright, got it on there. Hose clamp secured. Now all we got to do is go ahead and start rebolting everything. Once again, guys, be very careful. This is aluminum that you're threading up to, and it is also plastic that you're butting up to on the housing of the thermostat. Do not want to over tight because you will ruin the threads in the aluminum and on your plastic thermostat housing. Cannot get tired of saying that. I'm gonna screw it in the rest of the way with the inner Torx 10 and the 3-inch socket extension. Now we go ahead and we take a ratchet, make sure you got it on the righty tighty. Use some common sense judgment, people. I think that would be fine right there. And having that tight because it is aluminum and it is on a plastic housing. Tightening up the bottom one. Good judgment tight. Tighten the last one. Good judgment tight. Just go back around and try to use the same. Yep. Just try to use the same amount of pressure that you used when you securely tightened it down. So, yep. Yep. And try this one more time. Yep. That one's good. Now that being said and done, we'll go ahead and we can take our radiator hose, clip down, and just take it and push it in, and listen very carefully. It snaps itself back into place. That's what that pin is for. And then we turn around and we'll plug our sensor back up. And then we can take our part here. It snaps back into place. That line snaps back into place. And now we're going to put the new one and we're going to install it. Alright fellas, this part is brand spanking new. It is a Dorman product. See the symbol? That's a Dorman 802-84. I'm sorry, 902-846. This part is called engine coolant water outlet, and that's the part that had broke on the old one. Alright, so now all we're gonna do, we're gonna bolt these back up, plug the sensor in, hook our heater hose up, put our radiator hose in, put our inlet turbocharge hose back in, and hook our secondary bleeder back up from the reservoir. Alright. Here we go. Trying to see if y'all can see what I'm doing. Somewhere along in there. I hope y'all can see. I'm trying to get angles the best I can. So once again, we're going to pull this here dude up out the way. We're going to slide our new engine coolant water outlet back up to the engine block. And yes indeed, we're going to be using the exact same E10 inner Torx socket with the 3-inch extension. Now this is where things get a little hectic, I should say, a little irritable in this here situation, because And this situation is where the bottom part of this here water outlet is really close to the engine oil cooler. So once again, fellas, what do? Try to start things by hand. Go easy with these threads because you are threading into aluminum. Just be very easy about it all, because you can strip these threads out 10 times quicker than you can regular steel thread. So I specifically can't get tired of saying that into my videos, because I don't want nobody to screw up. You know what I mean? Alright, got the bottom one pretty much snugged up pretty tight with finger. I'm gonna do this one here that's closer to the engine oil cooler. Get it pretty much tightened down by finger. Alright, and now we're going to do the one that's closer to the intake itself by fingers. Alright, now we are ready to use the ratchet. And when we last used the ratchet, it was already on the righty-tighty. So therefore, just apply some pressure on the back of the ratchet. Make sure we got that inner torque socket on our bolt nice and secure. And once again, the housing, the whole thing on this dude, except for where the bolt goes through at, is trashy old Chinese plastic. Chinese built crap. So once again, just be very easy how you tighten them, because you don't want to crack your housing. Do good judgment on tightening when it comes to aluminum and plastic housing, fellas. I should say that one's good. We got 2 down, and we got 1 more to go. Alright, I think that one's good to go. Go around the whole shebang again. Yep, that one's good to go. Just going around making sure with the same muscle memory of the torqueness that I had done all the way around, making sure that it's good and secured tightly just right. Yes sir. Now we got all the bolting done. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna hook our hoses back up. First and foremost, we're gonna take our hose clamp here and our flathead screwdriver. We're gonna hook the see if I can get y'all there to see. We're gonna hook this hose up, which this is the heater hose from the firewall. It's the one that's on the upper end, not the one that's got the R written on it. So we're going to take it and we're going to put it down here after we put our hose clamp on first. Alright. Now we got the hose on. Alright, now we're going to take this here plug, feed it down yonder. Trying to show y'all guys. I don't know if y'all really actually catching this or if y'all can actually see it. See something here. There we go. We got us a little bit of light going on. There's my plug I was showing y'all on the top side. We're going to take it, we're going to plug it in right here. That plugs into the water outlet. And just double check and make sure what's going on. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take this here clip out. I'm going to go ahead and cut this light off, if it'll let me. I'm going to put y'all down, adjust y'all so y'all can see. I'm going to take the screwdriver flathead and we're going to pop that little clip out. And we're going to pull this little old dude right here out because we don't need that in there. And this is where that goes. Did y'all see that? This is where that goes. But it is, we're going to take this old one out. Better yet, because that really is actually a part that we can use. The O-ring is gone from the old one. I'm sorry guys, I just straight up lied to y'all. I wasn't even paying attention. Or was I? Well, maybe we can't use that one. Huh. I wonder why that one's got a nipple on it and the other one don't. I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm just gonna take the O-ring off and I'm gonna reuse the old one, fellas. See, this one, the new one, had an O-ring, and I'm gonna slide it on the old one, and we're gonna call it good. See now. We'll take the clamp, go on the back side here. We should be all right. Just gonna open that clamp up with this here hose clamp tool. Put my hose back on, reverse that, and I believe we will be good. So now we're gonna tuck this right here for a moment, some kind of way, and we're gonna go here see if I can't find my hose clamp. Where did my hose clamp go? Alright. She went about halfway down the car. We're going to take the hose clamp here. We're going to slide it here on this neck. That was where the old one was that got broke. There's the screwdriver, and we're going to sit here and take the screwdriver and we're going to tighten it down. Tighten it down. Sometimes I do use a ratchet. If I use a ratchet, I use a 1/4 ratchet, because them little ratchets like that with them little sockets and shit, you really can't put too much torque into them. But I believe we're good to go with that. I'm going to take this hose that goes to the coolant there, and we're going to pull that clamp here. Use the same old flathead. We're just going to tighten it down, send it on home. Alright. Now, where y'all see my hand is with my cross tattoo and the screwdriver, this is where the other hose is going to be located at, that goes to the firewall. And we're going to tighten that bad boy down. That's literally 3 hoses that gets clamped down and 1 that gets a clip that runs to the reservoir. Alright, we got that tight. Now we're going to take our intercooler. We're going to slide that up here. Same flathead. We're going to tighten her on down, send it home. Well, they really mowed some stuff up when they worked on my engine. Alright, now we got that secured. Double check everything, make sure we all good with gravy. Alright, last but not least, we're going to put here, we're going to light us up a Marlboro. We're going to take our air duct, sucker back there on. And we pop this one here back on. And yes, of course, we're going to use the same old trusty flathead. Tighten it down, send it home. And then the next thing on the agenda is we're going to go ahead and we're going to open up the coolant reservoir so we can put some coolant in. And there's two places that you do when you bleed the air out of the whole system. Alright. We're going to have to redisconnect that. Open this. And it's kind of hard showing that there is a bleeder valve right in here in the radiator. So we're going to go on ahead and we're going to pop this bad boy out. Set that there. It already popped up. Open here. This is a 1/2 inch, 1/4 of an inch ratchet. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna crack this second bleeder valve. Like I said, it's very hard to show, and I don't want to bore y'all guys trying to get y'all to see this, because it is very unpleasant place for it to be at. God bless, man. They fucked this shit up, man. It's pissing me the fuck off, man. Alright. Now we're ready to install some coolant. Alright guys, sorry I wasn't able to show y'all everything about how to bleed this situation. We got it running, it's not running hot. I took it for a good long test drive. Thank y'all for watching Barnum's All Day. Like, comment, and subscribe. There'll be more of the Chevy Cruze and my truck trouble, GMC. Thank y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. if y'all got any questions about the broken piece on the water outlet.